Okay, so this week we're going to be talking about a very serious topic, and that is modern slavery. And it's permeating lots of big businesses around the world. A lot of countries are bringing their regulations, up to standard and really fighting this. But I think it's a really valid topic that we should be talking about. And today I'm talking with Mr. V. I can't name him, but he works with the International Justice Mission. And this topic is coming right up. So, Mr. V, thank you very much for talking at our Supply Chain Leaders Academy today.
You're welcome.
I have to say, I found it one of the most impactful talks that we've had in 7 years. Maybe for people watching this, could you just explain what IJM is?
Sure. IJM, International Justice Mission, is a nonprofit organization, and we seek to go into countries that have basically broken public justice systems, and they don't work to actually protect the poor. And so we look for things like slavery, human trafficking, sex slavery, slave labor, and we try and address those issues through rescuing the slaves, but also through building the capacity of the local governments to actually also begin to deal with it. And so we train a lot of the government officials, we train a lot of the police, and at the same time we're helping to find the cases where they need rescue and show them that they don't have to accept slavery in their countries.
Okay. So a lot of the people at our seminar today were from sort of big businesses, and you'd hope that big businesses, in first world countries are kind of addressing this. But as you pointed out, it's not always the case. So what can big business do to ensure that their supply chain doesn't have slaves working in it?
Well, I think the first thing that I would tell them is to ask the question, does it exist in the companies that I deal with? Because they very well may not know anything about it. They may not think it exists, and it may at the same time, but they just don't see it, so they don't know, because they've never asked the question, they've never gone and just dug a little bit under the cover to see where their products come from, to see who's working on the things they manufacture and the settings. That's what I would suggest as a beginning, and just to know the reality that it does exist in our world.
Yeah. Okay. And what are some of the sort of worst cases that you've seen? There's products that we use every day, which you're highlighting probably have slaves helping produce them.
Yeah, there's a massive world market out here for people to want to have consumer goods and products. And so like cell phones, for example, they all have minerals in the batteries, and those batteries come from the minerals from those come from mines. Who's mining that? Are they getting a fair wage? Are they children? Are they families? Are they enslaved? So some company somewhere in some country wants to make a lot of money. That's the questions we need to ask. And not only that, but the clothes that we wear, the products. I'm not saying we're going to know every time, but begin to be asking the questions.
Okay.
I think looking at the products we're buying, where are they from? How are they made? Is this company a known company that does good work? Or is it some company we don't know anything about?
And I think, like you're advising people today, if you're visiting overseas factories where you're having products made, try and talk to the workforce. And you're saying you get a sense from the workforce. You kind of feel, do these people want to be here, and are they getting paid? Are they being treated correctly?
Absolutely. And sometimes we do things like talk to their families. Have they been gone for long periods of time? And there's a lot of strategy and technique to it, but it really, if you just ask a few simple questions, make a few simple observations, it could tell you a lot.
Yeah, great. No, I think this is a really important topic. It's probably one of the most important ones we've talked about at this academy, and we'll talk offline, and maybe there's some resources that we can put links to below, which people can get more information. And I just want to thank you for talking to us today about
You're
this
welcome.
topic.
Anytime. Thanks.
So, very important topic this week, and do comment below if you have any questions or feedback, and remember, if you're subscribing, we have new videos coming out every Wednesday, not quite as profound as this topic. Really important one this week, but we'll see you next week. Thank you.
Thanks.